Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Today I am going to give you another work in progress video. There's so many projects happening right now. I really think that I've just got to maybe show a little inventory of what I'm working with. Hey, so I wanted to address two things at the beginning of this video. And one is that I look not very good right now. I am breaking out like crazy, which is why I didn't want to put on makeup or really shave. My skin's just super irritated and I'm breaking out. I don't know if it's stress, the season's changing, or the fact that I'm wearing makeup more like regularly, putting on eyebrows for work every day, because when I was at home I didn't do it as often. But for some reason my face is breaking out like crazy. So I didn't want to put on makeup for this video. So here's my bare face. Thank you for dealing with it. Second thing I want to bring up, I originally did tell you I was going to do a tutorial in this video of a project for us, and I didn't get to. I didn't know how to film it yet, but I will show you kind of what it is, and it's all contained in this little box. It's just me making pattern weights because pins aren't always super convenient. So I went to Michael's and I spent less than $8, I think, on the supplies to make some pattern weights, and I figure we can do that together. Maybe that's gonna be Sunday's video, because this is the Sunday week. So it might be Sundays, it might be Mondays. Next Friday, I might not have a video for you. I probably will, though. I'll get it together. But yes, I wanted to address that this is not the DIY that I originally had mentioned, and that I look like a crazy person. And thank you all for watching, even though I do look like a crazy person. So, you know, Halloween and Dapper Day are both coming up, and I have 1 million projects coming up for them. I'm very excited for all of them, though, so I'll show you where I'm at. In my last WIPS video, I gave you a general idea of like what I was starting, and then I've had some more since. I showed you the making of this 1930s skirt by McCall's pattern. I finished that, talked about how I wanted to pair it with this fabric. Sadly, I thought I found a perfect match for it, and I didn't. It is too green for this one, is more yellow. So it didn't work, and I was just hoping that I would find exactly one of these other colors. I haven't yet. So this look is kind of at a standstill. I have to make the 1940s like witch style tilt still, or actually just 1940s style tilt. It does not have to be a witch hat. That is just an added bonus if I can make it look like one, because I'm doing Fauna. A Fauna Disney Bound. There's a whole Fauna Disney Bound video I'll link that here. Other things I've talked about so far. I'm very proud of this, okay? So, I've brought up the bed jacket that I started last year for Dapper Day. It looks very small, holding it like this. I have pieced everything that I have finished together. I think I can put it on for you. It hasn't been blocked or anything. I'm going to block it whole, which I don't usually do. I usually block piece by piece and then put it together. But I figured I'd mix things up because I was missing the last piece that I had started, which is the hood. Could not find the hood, could not find it. Tore my room apart over and over. Asked everyone I knew if I had left it at their house. I could not find the hood. Oh wait, let's just take a second. You can kind of see some of this bed jacket. This is a Susan Crawford pattern. It'll have a hood. And, like, as of hours ago, I'm going to leave it on for a second while I talk about it. I had lost this cruel embroidery knitting bag. I found it for $1 here in Phoenix. It's beautiful. I'm going to say from the 40s. This bag housed the missing hood piece. I finally found it. It took weeks of searching, but I found it today. I kind of had a stroke of genius and was like, oh, I had unfinished projects in my closet, and I kept passing over this other knitting bag. It's one of the ones that like stands and can collapse, and it has like the little wooden dowel hole like system to keep it together. It had broken. One of the posts broke. I couldn't really fix it. So I've been meaning to throw it away, and for some reason I hadn't, and I'm so happy I hadn't in one of my cleaning frenzies, because I probably would have thrown this bag at the start of this hood away. So I'm going to say a quarter of this hood already done. I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. We'll see. But I'm going to try and get it done. I'm going to get it done for Dapper Day. I'm just going to have no social life to get everything done that I want to, which is fine. I will have a social life when I get back from Disney. So, the bed jacket, I think, is going to be done and perfect in time for it. So, there's your update there. I'm just so pleased. I've also never been good at piecing together my own knits, and this one actually came together fairly well. So I'm excited that maybe I can feel a little more confident when sewing up my next knit, which will probably keep me knitting a little more consistently. So for Dapper Day, I have to start. Lauren, look away if you're watching. Dapper Day is we go to celebrate Lauren's birthday. Lauren loves Eric, one of my best friends. On Instagram, I'll link her below if you don't already follow her somehow, but you've probably found me through her, so you know who I'm talking about. She is going to be Flora. I'm Fauna, and then Cheyenne's Merryweather for Disney Bounds. I told Lauren I would just make her pieces for her Disney Bound for her birthday. So I just picked up this red modern gabardine. It's polyester, but I like how it hangs. So I'm gonna make her, I think, a hat and a skirt out of this, hopefully. I'm gonna do a whole video about that separately when I start, so Lauren just knows what she can't watch. And she might have just watched through that and know, but she already knew that I was making her something out of that fabric. So pause on the Dapper Day stuff for a moment. Well, I have to figure out what I'm making to go with this now. And I have some ideas. One of them involves just making a gray skirt to go with it. Not a fully formed idea yet, so we won't go there. And I will move on to my Halloween costume. Halloween's coming up soon. I have fabric for my blue fairy. The decision was made by pretty much unanimously everyone on the YouTube channel. In the comments had said that they wanted me to be the blue fairy, which is the direction I was leaning also. So I picked up, I actually did nothing. Cheyenne went shopping for me when I was working one day, because our local fabric store here in Phoenix, Sass, they have the same hours as my job, so I couldn't get there. So Cheyenne went for me, which was wonderful, and picked out this organza, which will be the sleeves, and this satin that will be the main body of the dress. I have to order my rhinestones and cording, and I think that's it. I have everything else for this. I also got a wig. Now this wig doesn't look like it's in great shape. It has been worn, if you can see the lace that is dirty. I'm gonna do a whole video on taking this wig that belonged to my drag niece, Salem V. DeMilo, and turning it into my blue fairy wig. I wanted to go for like cartoony yellow. It's really, really bright, but I think that with how vibrant the fabrics will be and everything, it'll make sense. I knew that Salem had yellow wigs. I asked her if she had one that was kind of on the rattier side that I could revive and just buy from her for like a cheaper price. Because for me, a yellow wig isn't super necessary outside of this costume, so I don't know if I'll wear it in drag really. But maybe I'll fall in love with it and buy one after. So I just gave her $20 for this one. But I gotta clean it up and restyle it. I'm gonna give you guys a video on that. I wish I hadn't even brushed through it yet because it looked even shorter when it wasn't brushed. But I did put it on Panic a little earlier because I was like, oh my gosh, it's way too short for me to do the style I want to do. But I was wrong, which is great. And it's a rarity that you'll hear me say that. So you'll get a video on me probably styling this wig and how I do it for my Blue Fairy costume. I've got the fabrics for that. I really just have to start cutting it out. Problem is, you have to know what you're cutting out to start cutting it out, and I have zero clue what patterns I'm using. I don't think I have the time to do this, but I might make a body form and drape the majority of the dress, which would cut out all of my pattern guesswork and make the project shorter in a way than me trying to piece together pattern pieces for dresses that aren't exactly what I want. But also, making the dress, like the body double dress form, will take me maybe the amount of time it would to piece pattern pieces together. So, you know, it's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other kind of situation of which one am I gonna take? I don't know, but I gotta get done real quick. So we walked through my fauna look, my bed jacket, Lauren's future looks, and my Halloween costume. Those are all the things that I'm working on like right now, and I have to start adding in even more. I only have really one outfit started for my Dapper Day looks. The second one that I feel confident in is going to be the Snow White blouse that I showed you guys in another video. I'll link that one here. It was about former Dapper Days. I didn't wear it last year, and I recently found the skirt that I made to go with it, and it still fits, and I think will look good. So I will probably still wear this with that Snow White top, finish the brown knit 40s tilt that I talked about in my last WIPS video, which I will link here if you have not seen yet. Halloween is brought up. Oh, Dapper Day ideas. I have to swap out my Mary Poppins one. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a suit pattern. Actually, my book of patterns is right here. I made this simplicity before, and it wasn't too much of a, like, crazy hassle. Oh, just threw that. It wasn't too much of a crazy hassle to make this, and I think I might be able to do it in a timely manner. So that's maybe a potential for the day on Saturday. I think I can get it done in about a day's time. I would just need to find the right fabrics to make it very cute and Disney. Because I have one that I made, and I have that as an option to wear. Because I do like the first one that I made. Like, the entire thing came out great with the exception of the interfacing pieces that kind of stretched out while I was using them. So it's not that big a deal. I think that I can wear that one, and it's something I made, and I can Disneyfy it with accessories and things like that. So as I'm getting closer, I do have to play the negotiation game with myself of like, what's gonna get cut? What can I finish? I can't do it all this year. Or this season. Hopefully, maybe I'll come back for spring. We haven't been to a spring one altogether yet, so maybe there's that future potential. But for right now, I've got to get back to work. I have loads of knitting to do and editing this video and putting it out for all of you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy what I put out. Like and subscribe even if you don't. I like to hate watch things all the time. So let's just say subscribe to my channel. Give it that thumbs up. And I will see you all every Tuesday, every Friday, and every other Sunday with a new video right here on my channel. You all have a good one.